Good morning and welcome to the next Ibiza video. This 2011 SEAT Ibiza, and in this video I'm going to be doing the service and adjusting the handbrake. So as you can see, the service light has appeared on the dashboard, so it was definitely due anyway, and I've no service history for this car, so let's get this service done. So first thing I'm going to do is take this oil cap off. I'll put that to one side. Might as well pull this spark plug cover off because we're going to be changing spark plugs as well. And in case you don't know, this engine is a 1.4 petrol. There we go, there's the spark plug cover off, and there's all our coil packs. So we just need to pull them out and then we can get to spark plug, but we'll get to that later on. So these are the packs I've got. I've got the pollen filter, air filter, fuel filter, set of 4 spark plugs because this is a 1.4 petrol, oil filter and some 5W40 oil. Okay, I've got it jacked up. I've only done it on the driver's side because it pretty much keeps it level. Unfortunately I don't have a tray to contend with. So yeah, to sump, unfortunately it's looking a bit rusty, but never mind. So this one, it's 19mm. I just try to crack it off. Oh, that took a little bit of doing, but it's off. Oh, and it's sticking. Yeah, this some plugs stuck it. So should be able to undo it by hand, rest it away. There we go. So I'll leave that to drain, and while that's draining I'll get on with some other service jobs. So while I was draining, I'm going to loosen the filter. I won't take it out, I'll just and it's right here underneath the manifold, just at the side of alternator. I don't know how well you're going to see it, but it's 30mm. Oh, it's a 30mm socket on the end. And oh, it's a bit slippery, but so I don't know whether you'll see this, but you can. Right, I should be able to do that rest of the way by hand. Now I might have to move the bowl so I can catch any oil that spills out. Oh. Yep. Just spill a bit. I've repositioned the bowl and it should catch any oil. Make sure that's where it should be. Yep, it's going in the bowl. And there's still oil dripping out of the sump, so just let that drain. Sounds like it's oil still draining out the filter. Oh, just get this vicious filter out. Put that to one side. Now I'm going to grab my oil. There's a new filter. So, what I'll do is I'll smear some oil on the seal. So there's a new oil. I'm doing this so I don't have to move the camera. Just smear some oil. You can use engine oil, but might as well use fresh oil. There's not much. And then just put it back on. I did manage to spill a bit on the plastic cover on this. Try to clean it up later on. You can actually see through the manifold where it goes. So just do that up. Now just get this ratchet wherever I've put it. It's on here, it's on the scuttle. Really you shouldn't use tools to tighten up an oil filter. Just need to, if we go gently, that should do it. That's I'm really taking it really easy. I don't want to go mad with it because it can cause more problems. Like I said, I dropped a bit of oil right down here, so just get as much of it cleaned up as possible. Moment I'm using, I'm just still using what I've got left at kitchen towel, but I did get some clean up roll from Aldi. Usual special buys. And just clean everything around there. It's as clean as it's going to be. So that's oil filter done. So it's time to do the air filter. There's 5 crosshead screws. Buzz them out. And then this breather pipe just lifts off, and there's our old air filter, which isn't looking too bad, but it needs a service, so it needs changing. Got the new air filter. Oh, by the way, I got these parts from Eurocar Parts. There's our new air filter. Just take it out of the packet. Put all this lot to one side. And we'll just do a quick comparison, old versus new. You can see a big difference. It's a really simple job. And refitting is the reverse of a removal. So buzz it back on with impact. Remember, don't have it on full. You only need it on one. This is only plastic. If you have it on full whack, it's going to destroy it. So put the breather pipe back on, PC be for the PCV valve, and that is the air filter done. It's time to do the spark plugs. I've got everything I need. There's my, got a set of my Bosch spark plugs. Let's pull this coil out of the way. It's just a matter of you just gently prise out the coil packs. Try not to do any damage. You should just prise out if you're careful. There we go. And then just unclip these to free the wires. There we go. You unclip that. Gives you a bit more wiggle room with wires. So just pull them out. Unclip all these wires and it just makes the whole job a bit easier. Again, gently prise them out. Remember where they are. Oh, just get that wire out. Need to be really careful because you don't damage anything, because it's only brittle plastic. So I think I'll grab something else. I don't want to do any damage. I'll get me some pliers. Got me water pump pliers, they should do the job, so as long as I get a grip. Get a grip up the coil pack, it should just pull out, just wiggle. And this one's fighting me. Just don't want to damage the coil pack or anything else. But what I'll do is I'll just show you at first too. So it's a 10mm spark plug socket. I did check on one at new plugs. So just, we can have a look at plugs, see what condition they are in general. And there we go. Actually, they don't look too bad, so it's been running okay, this car. But one thing to be mindful when you're putting these spark plugs back in, just get them started by hand. And there shouldn't be any resistance if you've got it right. If you're feeling any resistance, even when you're cross-threading it, you've got to be careful, because these cylinders are only aluminium alloy. It's easy to strip the thread, so you need to be really careful. Just make sure you got it seated in. Turn it by hand. If you can feel it going in, you know you've got it right. Anyway, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera because I'm going to be struggling with these two coil packs. So I'll come back to you when I've done. So I've got all 4 plugs out. It was a bit of a struggle, but I got there. Just these last 2 coil plugs, you've got to be really careful. You don't be, pulling and tugging at them. Well, these are the spark plugs. They're all pretty much the same, so can't see any major issues. So we'll get this first one refitted. I don't need the ratchet for this to get it started, so put the plug in the socket, just drop it in, thread it in, and get it started by hand. Yep, and I can feel it's taking on thread, so yep, we're good. So get this tightened up. then just as soon as you feel it, just a slight nip, and that's job done. I'll do the rest of them off camera. You'll be seen doing 4 spark plugs. So I'll come back to you when that job's done. Now's the time to add some oil. Now I've got a funnel here. I don't know if it's big enough. I might be better off not bothering with the funnel because it takes forever with this little funnel. It's the only one I got. I do have another one, but I use it for my waste oil. So what I'll do, I better prepare a bit better. If I put some of this kitchen towel around here, hopefully to take the spark plug cover off, it might make things a little bit easier. So try to contain any spillages. And it's time to start adding oil. I'll add about 3 litres or so, then just keep checking it. Careful. Shouldn't spill too much. Oh, and before anyone says in the comments, yes, I did put the sump plug back on. I did it off camera. Unfortunately, I don't have a sump plug washer, but what I've done is I've ordered some on Amazon. So next time I do oil changes, I'll be able to replace the sump plug washer. Just got a set of copper washers. I'll see how much I've put in. It's a 5 litre container. We'll put just short 2.5 litres, so I'll stick a bit more in. Just keep checking it. But too much oil is as bad as not enough oil. Just take it easy. Just keep checking. Yeah, it's about 3 litres in there, so shove another ½ litre in. So we're just above 1.5. About 3.5 litres in sump. So we'll take a reading up dipstick. So you pull the dipstick out, wipe it, reinsert it. Oh, we're nearly up to top here, but obviously, you know, when you first start the engine, the oil filter's empty, so once that's primed, oil level will drop down a bit, so we'll just put a bit more in. We'll take it right up to full level. Okay, that should do it. It should be good enough for a start. And I'll spill a bit of oil, some of it got caught by towel, so we'll just do one more final reading. Again, you've got to wipe it, reinsert it. There we go, we're up to full, but that'll go down once the oil filter's been primed. So that's fresh oil put in. So that's basically everything done under the bonnet. So we're done under here, aside from maybe having to top it up. So next thing we'll do is the fuel filter. Okay, I don't know how well you're going to see this, but it looks similar to when I did the Corsa. So I've sprayed some penetrating fluid. So there's a screw there. This isn't going well at the moment. Because it's so rusted, it's mullered the screw. I might have to give this one a miss. Because there's no way that screw's going to come out. it's absolutely had it, that. Yeah, it's so rusted. So I'm gonna have to forget about the fuel filter. If I can't get that screw out, I'm stuffed. So I'm not sure what to do with that one. Just a rust. So let's have a bit of a think on this one. Now, what I'm going to do about it. Well, that was an absolute struggle. I couldn't get that screw out. I've tried drilling it, and I drilled bits up to 7mm, but I just couldn't drill that screw out. Even tried screw extractor, but in the end, what I did was there's like a securing lug. I don't know if you can see it from here. I'll show you there. I just lifted that up, and I managed to slide the filter out. So I've got my new one here. And there we go, you can see that's the same. So we'll just fit this in the same way the old one come out. So I'll have to get it in from this end, so this should be a bit quicker. Getting it in should be a bit easier than getting it out was. So just slide that in. I'll just move it to a better position so you can see what I'm doing. Move stuff out of the way. And you see that this engages on that to stop it moving, but if you just prise it up, you can get it so you don't have to undo that screw. So just move it forward a little bit and then just clip on the fuel lines. Are those quick release ones, are not like on coaster. Sorry if you can't, my arm's getting it away. So that's one on. So the second one's fighting me a bit. I've just put this last one on. First two are okay, so just this last one just needs to be pushed on a little bit further. So just hammering it way more. This is just this last fuel line. What I'll do is I'll just push this forward a bit, just give myself a bit more room to get this on. Should did it click? I think I heard it click. Yeah, so move that back. Let's have a look here. I think we're all good. So just move your out. Someone's decided to come out to play. I'll get the key. What I've done with it. There it is. Unlock it. I'll just turn the ignition on. I can hit fuel pump priming. Yep, we're good, no leaks. So that's a fuel filter change. Yep, we're good. Next thing I need to do is reset the service light. So we hold down that button and we turn the ignition on. 2 seconds, 1 elephant, 2 elephant, let go, press that button, and turn off the ignition, and that should do it. Yep, and it looks like our service lights are reset. I don't know when you're going to see this, so just hope I put you in a slightly better position now. We're in the footwell here, and now there's 2 clips here, the cabin filters here. We pull these clips towards the middle, and hopefully we should be able to get this cover off. Let's have a look. Need to. Yep, they're all the way to the centre, so that's it. It drops down like that, and then the filter just pulls out. So we need to make a note, obviously airflow. Let's have a look, where's airflow on this one. Is it from, I can't tell. There's no arrow saying. But that side's dirtier than that side, so airflow I think will go from left to right. Anyway, and this looks like a, oh, that probably is the original one because it's a VW part. But unfortunately, it doesn't say where the airflow is on this one. I think it's left to right because there's no arrows saying. And that side's got all the muck on it. It looks like it's got all the muck on it. Yeah, that's got all the muck on it. If you compare it to a new one, see difference, big difference. It should be changed every year as part of the service. So somebody tell me if I've got it wrong. And it's just a matter of pushing it all the way up. And then fitting this cover back on. Oops, and that's come off, which doesn't help. So if my head gets in the way. So that's one's on, and that's secured on, and that's the cabin filter done. Right, just one more thing before we finish up, and that's to make sure we do go for a start up. So let's have it, turn it off, ignition on, and there we go. Engine light's gone out, it's running sweet, and as you can see, no more service light. So yep, we're all done. So what I'll do is I'll let this run for a few minutes, turn it off, I'll recheck the oil level. I'll do that off camera just to make sure it's alright, but it'll drop down a bit once oil filter's primed up. So the last job to do is to adjust the handbrake, and it's quite easy. I've pulled this bit of trim off this centre console, and down here this is where you can adjust the handbrake. It's a 10mm nut. So what I'll do is I'll put the brake on and give it 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks. And you can see it's not holding, so what I'll do is I'll adjust this. Might be a bit hard. Just keep adjusting it. Just wind it up. Just a bit awkward, in fact, mate. Be able to get my ratchet. There we go. So I can get ratchet in now. Just there you go. 10 times easier with a ratchet spanner. So just keep adjusting it. Just wind it in, and then just keep checking. It's grabbing a bit better, but I can still turn it by hand. And just keep tightening it up. Until still just wind it up a little, and found 50p, so let's give that back. That belongs to the rightful owner of this car. Just a tad more, and that should do it. So there we go, pull it, and I think that's it. That's the handbrake adjusted. Nice simple job, and that's it. We're all done for this video. So that's it for this video. Got the service done, adjusted the handbrake, In the last video I did check all obvious stuff, so there might be something I've not missed, you know, like a corroded brake pipe, but you know, it's not going to fail, I'm not stupid. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell for notifications. Questions and comments, you know where to put them. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.